What's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, and we are here with the official Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King movie review. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video. Now, hey, can he do it? Oh yeah. So, Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King. So I did my first initial reactions after I saw it the first time. I've officially seen it 5 times, 4 times in dub and 1 time in sub. Now, a lot of people out there, this is my personal opinion, I do not like the sub version of Black Clover. I just think that the voice actors that they got for pretty much like all the characters, it doesn't convey it. And maybe that might be due to the fact that I initially started it in dubbed version, but it's not always like that. There are some animes that I do actually like the sub version of, but this is not one of them. This is why I watched the dubbed version 4 times. But overall, the movie is freaking dope. It's like, with it being the first movie, I'm not gonna say it's the best anime first movie or anything like that, but for it to be the first movie for this particular anime and manga, super dope, well needed. Where it takes place in the story, pretty much this is right after the Devil Trial, like right before the time skip, before the Spade invasion. That's basically where it's taking place, because they reference the Heart Kingdom, they reference the Devil Trial, you know, so this is happening right before then, which was dope because several elements of the movie, you know, hinted at that. And if you're an anime only, you know, there's some stuff that is just like, oh, snap, crackle, pop. But if you are a manga reader, you were looking at this movie with a whole other set of eyes, which if you don't read the manga, I highly suggest that you do. Reason being is, a lot of the times when I get into a particular manga, usually I get into the anime first, and the anime will be going new episodes, then it goes on this extended break, or something happens in the anime and there's a break, and I'm like, I gotta know what ends up happening, so you go into the manga. And so Black Clover was one of the ones that I started the manga late. As far as, I'll say late as in, if you've watched the anime, I got into the manga right after Julius had died. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, and then I got into the manga, and ever since then, I have been reading every chapter of the manga since it's come out, you know? So with that, I was looking at this in a different way because of certain characters, certain implications, you know? But overall, the pacing was good. The pacing was amazing, you know. And I wouldn't say amazing. I would say the pacing was, for what it was trying to do, I think it was good. Was it perfect? No. There was a lot of this took place in less than 24 hours as far as within the context of this movie. So there was only but so much, and it's like they couldn't get to like every single person. And sometimes we'll be looking later on in the film and be like, where did that person go? Like, you know, it was just, I understood it, but watching it, you know, especially after like seeing it 5 times, it's just all like, yeah, where did that person go? You know, the animation, super fire, you know, especially, and my thing is, I'm not like too picky when it comes to animation, but when animation is dope, best believe I'm just all like, ooh, especially looking at the early episodes of Black Clover. And this just made me want the freaking anime to come back, because there's so much to, like, just if they came back to just do the Spade Kingdom, like break it off into 2 parts, I don't care, just bring the anime back, because there are so many dope moments in the Spade Kingdom art. But this was cool. Is it me, or is Kaiser always get like punched in the face? Like, Kaiser can take a punch to the face. Remember Fergolion when Kaiser was possessed by the elves, he got punched to the face. He got punched to the face as far as with this. I'm pretty sure there's another time he got punched in the face. In a recent manga chapter, it like opens up like him getting punched in the face. I'm like, yo, Kaiser is just taking punches to the face. But the animation was dope. One of the cool things that I thought was dope that we see more in the manga as it continues on, but combo spells. Yo, there was so many dope like team ups. Like, okay, so first we'll do the combo spells, then we'll do the team ups. So combo spells, yo. Yami Nozella Fergolion doing a freaking dark dimension / scorching light. I was like, that joint was dope. I was like, that joint was super, super dope. And it looks like there was about to be a combo spell as far as Yami and Leopold, because Yami had did this attack towards Jester, and then Leopold did as well. And it was either Jester or it was to the Ice Wizard King, because the Ice Wizard King ended up, appearing after that. But I gotta double check and look, but I thought that it might have been Jester's barrier, but it could have been an ice thing from that particular Wizard King with the Ice Edward, I want to say his name is. So that was dope. Another combo spell, there was some really cool, like the Black Bulls combining to do dope spells. Those was dope. Now the team ups was very, very interesting for sure. So it made me think about how strong each of these people were. So for one, having Yuno and the captains battle against Jester, I thought that was fire. But we also have to look at the scaling, because they had been drained mostly all day. So them still being able to attack the way that they was able to attack to help, I thought that was cool. Mary Leota, let me tell you, man, Mary Leota is one of the dopest. She is just so ridiculously powerful. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna get into some of the surprises that I thought was really, really cool that they gave Easter eggs to. So Mary Leona versus Princess Funny Bunny was an epic matchup, and the trash talking, like round 1, round 2, I was all like, yo. And seeing Princess Funny Bunny legit enjoying it. Like, when Mary Leona came back up on that freaking, I want to say it was a route that she was laid out underneath like the sand and everything like that, and Princess Funny Bunny was just all like, good night, Mary Leona. And then you hear round 3, Mary Leona in the freaking ground, and then the princess turns around and she has this grin. She's all like, okay, you about that, let's get it. Like, yo, and Mary Leona like wrecked her. Like, I don't think people really understood the amount that Mereoleona completely wrecked Princess Funny Buddy. There was a point in the fight where Princess Funny Buddy was all like, if I'm gonna be honest, you could probably beat me in a fist fight. You know, and she's all like, but what, how will you compare with me going all out? She goes into this big old freaking mech thing, and then as we see towards the end of the previous Wizard Kings are like going away or whatever, you just see that thing laid out, and Princess Funny Buddy laid down, and Mereoleona's just like, I mean, yo, I could go another round. Like, what do you like? Let's go. And so that was super dope. The cool things that was like put in here that I was just like, oh, okay, cool. So we got to see like basically like the beginning stages of Mereoleona's Hellfire incarnate form. Now, if you're anime only, spoilers, just so you know. During the fight, as far as with Lucifero in the Spade Kingdom arc, we see, well, no, not even like, even actually prior to that, actually when Mereoleona first like gets out to the battlefield and she's going against the ancient demon or devil or whatever, we actually see her do this form. So the fact that we were able to see this early on is super dope. Another surprise I thought was dope was them showing Lee Bei's face. Now, if you've seen the anime, you've already seen it, but in context of, as far as the storyline, at that point in the story, we hadn't seen his face, so that was really cool that they incorporated that. Another thing that I thought was dope was Nox showing up and what his devil had said, and I thought that was interesting because a lot of people was just all like, well, where's Nox? You know, why didn't he help with Yami? Why did he show up, you know, only afterwards and everything like that? I'm not gonna say it's because he was napping this whole time, but so I'm not gonna say like he was like napping this whole time, but I thought that was interesting because then we have to take into consideration like he wasn't like out for no 6 months, because we have this, and then we have, as far as like the time skip where Asta's even more like ridiculously swole with different things like that. So that's why I'm just all like, you know, them putting that in there, I'm just all like, that's very interesting, you know. But Nox making an appearance with his though, I thought that was really cool. And then him saying like, since you've been in the Clover Kingdom, so he's been like, I would be curious to have if there was a light novel or if they created like a mini series as far as like Nox, you know, what he's been doing, like his interaction in the Spade Kingdom and then being back in the Clover Kingdom leading up to him meeting Asta, you know, like, was there times that Yami and Nox had interacted with each other, different things like that? You know, who knows? So I'm curious about that. Another surprise I thought was interesting was the Millie person. I'm not sure who exactly she was, but I thought that was interesting. Even just the whole place that they have all these magic tools, I was like, that's cool. Some of the things that I wish were included, but I could understand as far as it not. We did get a little bit of the Yami Charlotte interaction. It was just like a quick second, and it was just Charlotte doing her like other version of her, you know, showing her inner dialogue while regular she's just all G'd out. It would have been nice to just, you know, I'm glad that they at least had that. Again, I understand they couldn't do everything. That's why like a lot of these particular things are just little things. What I thought would have been dope in the Triumph, if they would have at least had 1 to 2 people go on before Asta and Yuno, because we do, if they was gonna end up holding up the battle anyways when Asta and Yuno came on, then it would have been cool to at least see 1 to 2 rounds of a full-fledged battle prior to. I thought that would have been cool. What else? I think that it was interesting not seeing Charlotte's team member, Soul. We didn't see her at all, which I'm not saying she's not my favorite character or nothing like that, but it was just interesting not to see that. Also, I think in the context of where we were at in the story, I could kind of understand it, but I was actually surprised that, like, with that whole interaction with Millie and the fact that Finra was there, I was so surprised that he didn't do, his normal thing when it comes to, like, women. I thought that would have been interesting. And it just, I personally think it would have fit. It would have fit. Again, none of these things are things that are so, like, horrible to make it bad. All in all, I really think that the movie was dope, especially for a first Black Clover movie. Oh man, it was dope. It was freaking dope. Should you stream it? 100,000% yes. Like, definitely go stream it, and let me know if you like subs or dubs, like, in the comment section. But overall, I thought it was dope. There was definitely some things there that I was just all like, a lot of people are talking about that Julius moment where he touched the sword, and knowing what's going on in the manga, it's just like, snap, crackle, pop, and even in the movie, in the beginning, there's a part with Julius's eyes, and then they look, kind of devilish, during that point. So a lot of people that read the manga are sitting up there like, oh, back then, oh shit, so I thought that was cool. Yami, favorite. Yami's literally my favorite character, and the fact that he got enough. Of course I'm gonna be like, yo, go all out. The fact that Marileona had her 1-to-1, but the Yami, that was just like, but I get it. Who do y'all think is stronger, Yami or Marileona? Leave it in the comments. But overall, it was dope. It was a great movie. A lot of people might be like, first movie compared to like a Demon Slayer or something like that. What I would say to that is that realistically, Demon Slayer isn't as long as Black Clover. The fact that Demon Slayer as the manga is already completed at, I think, just barely 300 chapters, Black Clover is still going on, and that's not a diss, but it's saying, like, in the context of what you can focus on. I think that, Demon Slayer did what it needed to do, and it was dope. As far as, like, first movies are concerned, when it comes to anime movies for a series, like, other than, hell, I would even throw Pokemon up there, honestly, the first movie. Like, there's some movies that it's like the first, and Demon Slayer, Mugen Train is definitely up there. But in the Black Clover universe, the fact that we got over 170 animated episodes, we have the manga still going on with, as far as anime adaptations that can go down right now, and we have a movie. I think as Black Clover fans, there's a lot for us to be able to just, like, go into. I personally really like the fact of the magic tools. I really wish that they would go more into it, and I don't know if the magic tools are going to play an integral role in the climax and completion of the series, but I might do a video on what we have seen so far in regards to the magic tools and the forbidden magics. The fact that there was another forbidden magic, a spell that was used, I was all like, okay, that's definitely dope as well. Yeah, I would say this movie overall, there was some like gangster words that were said too, and what I originally got into Black Clover for was a lot of the real dope like motivational like quotes and different things like that. This actually didn't have, there was some, but it was more so like the ish talking that was just like, yo, I think Jester said something like, you think just because you have the audacity like that's, I was like, yo, he's on another level. So all in all, I would give this movie a cool, I would say 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. That's really, really good. Like I said, I was super, this literally makes me want to go back and watch like all the anime episodes again, but it more so makes me just wish that the anime was back, especially with what's about to go down. Like literally at where it stopped was such like right before, like, oh man, it's about to get dope. But anyways, guys, it's Mr. Composition and MC that writes fiction. This is my official Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King review. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 1K. Peace.
Ready for the return to fall. Maybe I should be asleep, but these full moon vibes got me in the deep. Emotional roller coaster strapped in my seat, ready for a trip to find what I seek. Passing through the galaxy into my office, translating thoughts into deep science. Got the sun in my pocket, build your resilience. So when the next winter cycle comes, I prepare with no losses. The work of the solo, it's a boss.